Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV Saxony. Yes, this is also part of Saxony. We're going for our Saxon Federation custom achievement. We have to have 75 princes in the Holy Roman Empire and follow a whole bunch of rules about expansion while doing so. And we're about to, well, soon, TM, we're gonna go and have a bunch of new princes. But first, we have one more missionary to send out, and we should do that. And then I'm gonna add a whole slew of land to our nice empire. Now, land is not princes, so that's the next step. But for example, here we're gonna add this to the empire. We're gonna convert it to proper Protestantism, and then we're gonna release nice little Finland over there as another prince. And there's about 10-ish more of those guys. So that's Finland, that's one. Let's see if we can find them all while doing this business. There's Sapi, that's 2, or Sapmi, that's 2. And there's Novgorod, that's gonna be 3. This is still Novgorod, so that's not any addition. This is also still Novgorod. As is this. And over here there's Perm, that's 4. I'm trying to keep a slight eye on the Imperial Authority here. We're fine so far, but I don't want to go over 50. There's Bashkiria, that's 5. And there's Sibir, that's 6. This is also Bashkiria, right? Yeah. This is nothing. This is not... Oh, not Christian. That's why we can't add it. What did I say? 6 so far? Is there one more down here? It feels like there should be one more down here, and there is. That would be 7, Kazakh. And then there is Kazan. Oh, we need to start from the other side now, I guess. Because you need to be neighboring and Christian to be added to the empire. And... so what was that? 7? 6 or 7? I feel like it was 7. Then there's Polotsk here, 8. And... Ryazan, that's 9. I feel like that might be it. No, there's the Great Horde, that's 10. And Kazan, which I did already count, I think. So that's gonna be 10 new princes, which is gonna put us to 67? Yeah? Puts us 8 off. We still have to... not 8 off. Stop hearing wrong things here. 8 off. Still gonna grab some. But there's a few here. We could technically release Cologne. I discussed this last episode. I feel like it's not what I want to do. If I had realized before that I could release Cologne in Berg here, I would not have developed in Berg. And not build buildings in Berg, and we would have been fine. But as it stands, yeah, I hope there's other places we can do this. We're not taking tech, but I do feel like there's a few buildings we can make. There's a nice little tradey thing here in Constantinople. And you might think it doesn't matter for us, but it actually does. Because flow out of Constantinople goes to Ragusa, which goes into Vienna, which goes into Saxony, which goes into Lübeck, where we're collecting. That is lost on the way, obviously. But still, I think 23 trade power is good. And then do I want 10.9 Regensburg? I guess I do. It might not be, because we only have like 125 years-ish left in the campaign. It might not pay off. Probably will. These things will not. Or at least not very well. Any workshops? Nah. No, it says... wait. Confused. Oh, duh. I clicked through these before I started this episode, so in between episodes. And Constantinople was high on the list, and now it wasn't on the list at all, which is because we already started to build something here. Ooh, we have not added Constantinople to the empire yet, which is an obvious mistake. I mean, the reason is it wasn't Christian by then. But certainly it wants to be part of the empire. And is there anybody else? That's probably it. I think the rest down here were already Christians. Ooh, still some Orthodox. Oh no, wait. Did I? Oh. Oh no, it's not my land. Whew. I was afraid I had taken Orthodox land, even though I still had Orthodox land in my country, but this is not mine. It's fine. It is fine. So I think we added most of the stuff to the Empire. Unfortunately, there's no map mode for that. That really shows it. But it feels like we've at least hit most provinces. So, still got to do all the conversions before we can do anything else. Livonian peasants. Can Livonia deal with their own peasants? It looks like they might be able to. Defend of faith against Albania. What did you do? No, Albania, no. Catholic? Please. Please. Don't be. Catholic Albania. Never heard about it. Yeah, it costs us an authority, but it gives us authority gain over time, which is important. This dropped down a bit. Why? I assume it still counts Albania as a heretic. I do hope so. Let's see what it says on the monthly tick. Because I totally disagree with that. If it's the case. Looks like it isn't. Yeah, there we're back. Back to stuff. Still 57 member states. Yes, of course, because we didn't release the other states yet. But gaining 0.15. Is it monthly or yearly? Monthly. It's already pretty good. Can do our next reform soon. The question is whether we want to. And I still haven't heard anything from you guys on that regard. Now, I don't know if the episode where I asked for your opinion on that has already been posted. I don't quite remember which one that was. I did record quite a few episodes ahead. So it might not just... You might just not have the time yet. But I hope I will get your input before I have to make that decision. Because it's a difficult question as to whether we want ewiger Landfriede or not. Quickly spend some mil before we overcapped. We needed a general anyway. And before I did, I quickly checked that we just lost it. We didn't gain it. Did we gain it again? Oh, who was it? Who was it? Who's the evildoer? Riga? No. Somebody just turned into a religion trio. Was it you? Feels like it was you. You're a duchy. Please be proper. Now Württemberg. Wait, Württemberg? We should also be able to do. Yeah. Must have missed one of these guys turning Catholic earlier. I mean, I do click through things. It happens. What is this anyway? Oh yeah. Estonia. That's going to be a quick little war, hopefully, that we're going to take. Reason being that the Estonians are not willing to, or have not been willing to join the Empire. So what we're going to do is we're going to take revel from them, and then they kind of have to, because this is in the Empire. It also going to put us at war with who again? With Pomerania and Mecklenburg or something? Yeah. Do I have an army in my heartland? I do not. You guys' job is going to be Pomerania and Mecklenburg. Get up there. Feel free to take the new general. Conquest. Yes. Lost Trusted Trier. That's all fine. We don't need more Spinal Rook on you. Apparently improved as much as we can with all the outraged people. How outraged are people these days? It's getting a lot better. And Austria still cares, but it's not a big problem anymore. I think we can go. It's time we go into Italy, really. Which means I should probably also move like this deck. To a place where it's more suited. Let's split it in half and send it to Würzburg first. Don't quite have the military access there right now. But the funny thing is that as soon as we declare war on our friends over in Estonia, we will get the... essentially get Württemberg for free. Get military access for free. That's what I'm trying to say here. So these guys could technically join the Empire. Because they're bothering me. But so far it hasn't really happened. Still don't believe that this is a real thing. Now, we could... Do we continue rooting out Sunniism? Or do we start on those Orthodox provinces that we want to release? Maybe that's better. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make sure that we get rid of the Orthodox in those places where it matters. And on the Sunni, because it matters down here, right? Yeah, we need Citrio to be converted so we can add Shakti to the empire. So let's do that one. And then I guess I just do the other Sunni, just so we're rid of it. I don't see myself taking Sunni land today, but there might come a day where we want that. And I want to be ready. Do you need your general for not taking attrition? Probably do. Not right now. So Alexander, you can go over here for now. With your 4 siege nuttiness. Then I guess I just declare this war. Our plan is to take rebel. We could use conquest for 100%, 100%, 1%, or use imperialism for 75, 175. Or we use Imperial Ban for 100, 275. So Conquest is out. We don't need Conquest. We could either have slightly less aggressive expansion, or we could have more prestige. Since we're essentially capped on prestige again, I will simply take Imperialism. It'll be fine. Don't need to do anything to Mecklenburg or Pomerania, so we're not gonna co-belligerent them. Just gonna walk into Rebel here. I'm gonna wait my day, punch the Mecklenburgians. And then Pomerania is gonna have a minute to move. But they won't have too long. I just got a message about some war of aggression. Oh, I forgot that you guys can make me money again. So something about a war of aggression that I just clicked through. I hope it wasn't one that's relevant. Most of them are not. So I'm not utterly afraid that something bad happened. But still, it's potential that it was a war that I shouldn't have missed. Now, technically, all we need is 5 cannons here. You could argue that we should leave infantry as well to protect our cannons, but it doesn't look like there's going to be anything that's going to attack my cannons here, except for maybe their rebels. It's their capital city. They won't have rebels there, will they? It'll be fine. Not gonna marry High Nord. Oh, gosh darn it. I saw it, but then it ticked up. Still no real use for a mill power. I would like to buff my heir's claim strength, but that's not a thing you can do. You can just do legitimacy after the fact. So right now I'm gonna have to spend my mill somewhere else. Tiu Harad sounds like it might be in a good place. Nah, probably not. It's probably like in Hungary, right? No, it's actually in a good place. Right, that's a good node. Yeah, it's the Baltic Sea node, which is a fine node. It's not nutty, but it's fine. We have development on, yeah, let's just put that mill in there and be okay for another few months. I should really spend more when I do these things. I just don't wanna. Rebel does need like 15 cannons? 10. There's a 9 stack there, so if we leave a 10 and 10 stack, that should be completely safe. And we even have our subjects to do stuff. Savoy bought a province from Xembe. Another chance for us to take trade companies if that's the thing we want to do. I don't really know that it is, but we could. We could do it. It's a thing. Where's my last general? Walking down here, you have 2 siege trip and you are not needed for attrition. Oh, where's Maximilian? Where is Maximilian? Oh, he's over here. It's probably kind of needed, isn't he? Yeah. Then again, how's Karl on the... Nah. I'm just going to use Karl for the siege. It'll be fine. It's just a capital fort. Should be down really quickly either way. Trust of Württemberg. On the Siege of Revel. Now, do I go over there and stack wipe them? Right now I can't, because apparently my subject is not able to actually boat over here. Fine. Then I won't. It'll be fine. There's no way we won't be able to piece them out soon. Ottoman's imperialism on Trebizond. Yeah, you didn't join the Empire. Again, no adjacency. Even if sea adjacency works, which I still don't know that it does, there was none there. Marriage from Hamburg. Oh, Hamburg, you did your thing. And I did not get any unlawful territory, so you had a core? Dang. I need to punish you. And soon. How? We have nationalism, which is sweet. Gotta love nationalism, don't ya? Yeah, we're gonna nationalism on Holstein and then let it go. Yeah, fine. So I'm not gonna marry Hamburg. That would be slightly counterproductive here. Only slightly, because we have diplomatic ideas and we can do whatever we want. But yeah. So that's all the snow. We still have that one Sunni province, right? Saratov. Saratov. Over here. Yeah, I mean, you need to be converted to be added to the Empire. So do it. More faith conversions. Now we start doing the things where we want to release people. Let's get rid of these Orthodox guys. And then I'm just going to look for places where they're cores and do those first. Interesting attack. Oh, this is not actually 10,000 guys. Oh, it is. It is 10,000 enemies. Brave subjects. Why are they even doing this? They should be on siege mode. Should not be doing anything there. And they're getting killed for it. No, it's that the problem. Won the siege of Rostock. Neat. Get over there. Kill some Mecklenburgian boats. That's fine. Cancel some military access to the Toots. Groovy. Super peace. Mecklenburg. I want your trade power and that's it. Oh yeah. Just your trade power. Everything else. No, I don't need to create prestige. I want prestige soon, but not right now. I'm just gonna piece them out like this. And then there's Danzig. Pomerania, give me your trade power. Get out. And then finally you. I want rebel. Do need to go into peace deal mode. I want rebel. That's it. That's all I want. And I could take that trade power. I guess I'd do it. These guys will not be attacked because this is my subject. I don't think anybody can attack them really. So might as well take a full-on peace deal. Let's not. Let's just take that trade power and it'll be fine. And get out. And now you should have joined the Empire. So now we're at 58 princes? No, we're still at 57 because we lost Holstein. Now you go over there to deal with the loss of Holstein. I guess I'll divert you for a moment. Who are going to fight? Hamburg, Lübeck, and Bremen. God, I hate fighting Bremen. It is what it is. The reason I say that, by the way, is that I used to live there quite a while. I love that Mecklenburg immediately wants to marry me. That's so nice. Just beat them in a war, and they're like, "We were so nice to us, we might as well just marry you." Oh, Corn Rebel. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Oh, was I allowed to? Yes. I did not check before, but yes, I was allowed to take the land. We didn't have Estonian culture in our country, and it is Protestant. Whew. Barely avoided screwing things up there. And not because I paid attention, but simply because I was lucky. Or you could say because I prepared things in advance, right? Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. Just gotta spin the right narrative here. The right narrative with you is that you are a freaking annoying person, and you should never have taken Holstein. You need to be punished to the max. Now, I'm gonna do nationalism for Holstein. We're still gonna have to decide whether we actually want to do, want to actually take Holstein and then release it. The good thing about that being that we don't need to pay dip for doing it. The negative thing being that we're gonna have to pay in aggressive expansion, essentially. You're suppressing, you're suppressing. Let me split you up and then send that. Do you actually want to do stuff in my land? You do. Guess I'm gonna go there then. I did want to just split them up and remove their general so I could use that elsewhere. But I guess Alexander is gonna have to take care of the murdering. Medicing, I'm sorry. Alexander is better at sieging than at medicing. He's good at medicing, but he's much better at sieging, so I should have had him on a siege. But I don't. Can I catch you in someplace? Just a claim on Wallis, that's fine. Overcap on Mill again because I'm an idiot. It's fine. Still super ahead of time. Well, super, but still ahead of time. I'm just gonna put a few clicks into a place that sounds kind of fine. Like... What's a Dao? Courage is on, so it must be a good place. Put it in there. We just got nationalism or imperialism against somebody? Against whom, though? Against whom? Against who? Who just joined the... What's the empire looking? It's at 57, so that part didn't change. Something did somewhere, but it wasn't that. I should start reading those messages again. Wouldn't that be clever? I think it would. I do think it would. So now I'm gonna catch you in Breda. You're reinforcing, and I'm gonna take the brunt of that fight. That was actually a bad move. I'm gonna be there on the 21st. You're gonna leave on the 23rd. And you're gonna arrive on the 22nd. Yeah, it's gonna be a really bad fight for us. I made a huge boo-boo there. What do we do with this? I'm gonna move you to the south. Well, as south as I can. And I think I'm gonna use that army to deal with it. Most likely, well, maybe we don't have to run here. With the 0 roll, a 9 is better. Japanese is better. I might, maybe? Yeah. It was costly. I'm gonna say it wasn't costly. We paid about as much blood as they did. We did kill them. And that should be their end. No, they can technically flee to Hamburg. But then not. Well, they might still be doing that. If they flee to Bremen or to Lübeck, they're dead. But if they flee to Hamburg, they're not. Let's go and siege down Holstein here. Can I walk to Hamburg? I can. Let's sit on Hamburg, most of the guys. So now we should get... Yeah. I mean, we should have put a general there. But we still got to kill him. And that's all that counts, ain't it? Now where are you running now? Yeah. They're running to Lauenburg as expected. I just couldn't walk there straight away because of the forts. But at least one of these stacks I'm going to be able to pick up and take out. And then we're going to try to get you out as well. And then we're done. I mean, they might get away here, but they have nowhere to go. Even if I don't get to fight them, they're going to be dead. Let me just briefly check on my recording. It's still recording. Good. I still don't have a second screen because of the whole having the wrong sort of inputs or outputs, I guess, on my new graphic cards. Modern ones, which is good, but you know, my old monitor doesn't quite like that part. Yeah, I'm gonna split you guys up as well. Also, there's this, right? Should have dealt with this ages ago. So without a second screen, I have a bit of an issue monitoring what I'm actually recording. So having a look at my timer is difficult unless I remember that to set the timer beforehand on my phone. And sometimes I don't see that I forgot to turn on my lights, so you can see my green screen behind me. It only happened once recently, but could always happen. Anyway, we still have a bit of time in this campaign. In this episode, we have won this war. We can ready you for the actual war. We're gonna have to beat these guys. And we might as well use the time to walk through, or use the military access we have by virtue of having a war. So we can get all this done. So claim on Peshkov. I forgot that we had one. Why did we have one? I mean, it's a nice place to have, center of trade and all. I kind of want it, but I also really don't need it. What do we need these days? We just need places to release people in. Which is a very good reason that I should probably not... Although I should probably just have to release Cologne earlier. But I didn't. And I don't think I can anymore. I think the time for Cologne is over. Armee von Toulouse. Why do I have an Armee von Toulouse, or an army of Toulouse? Isn't Toulouse down here? It is. Odd. Don't think I ever hired an army in France. Maybe I merged it in France during some war, and that's why they call it that. Who knows? So this is all done. I should be using these things more better. Where's my good old friend Alexander? There's Alexander. Get Alexander on Hamburg, and then get him some cannons if he wants them. And he does. He only has 2 cannons. He needs like 20. What do you need here? Yeah, 20. So I want 18 more cannons. This is 14, so I need another 4 cannons. Bremen requires more cannons as well. Wow. People are cannon greedy these days. Do we have these siege whips here? We do. So, you're running on 16 cannons and 21 total. We have no enemies left in the war. So I can really just leave you with the 16 cannons and then... this is 20, 21, 22 people. There you go. Get you all out. I did take Lübeck. Oh, that's why I can't walk there anymore, I guess. Truce is ending with the guys that we released. Overcap on Dib? What? Ugh, what? That's a new thing. Did I do Finland already? No. Let's do Finland. And peace out Lübeck very soon, definitely. Spend dip. So, what do we spend dip on? I guess we're gonna convert some cultures, right? That's the whole plan. Austrian could be a thing. If there's more Austrian culture we need. Let's check that out. We need is a strong word. We released all the things from Austria. I might still want it. Or wanted to accept it. Still have 2 slots. Hungarian, Austrian would be the obvious choices. And Rhenish and Flemish are really ones we can give up at some point. I'm just going to accept Hungarian, Austrian for now. That's going to be good on our income. And then we have to look at Rhenish and Flemish. And their extinguishing. If we still have that somewhere. There's Latvian, which is still a bit of a thing. This is Prussian. Not that they matter too much. Don't see any Rhenish. It's because I'm blind. Rhenish. Heidelberg and Aachen. Is it worth to convert these two? What would the reasoning be? That I can then stop accepting it and use my acceptance elsewhere. Meh. It's not super relevant. And Flemish apparently we do not have. So we can always get rid of that. We have to. I don't really know. Do we care about any cultures at the moment? Really? The Italians are all different cultures. So that's not an issue. We don't necessarily need to expand into Austria more. Österreich. What about down here? The Ottomanis. That's a lot of Levantine culture, but first of all, we still have, I assume, separatism, so we can't quite convert that yet. Also, I don't know that I need to take land here. Again, no cores of any kind. Well, there's AQ. That's pretty far away, and then there's Trebizond, which just got eaten, I assume? No? Isn't this? Oh, that's Trebizond. It hasn't been eaten yet. Oh, it has. It's just a different culture, yeah. So that doesn't matter. But obviously, if we want to go that direction, we should get rid of this culture. But we can't yet. I did just spend 200 dip. Let's just not convert anybody right now. What else? Right. Improve my sieges. I'd like to put you into Lübeck, but I cannot. Let's have Lübeck suit for peace. Definitely want their... Can take other people's trade power. Make them to steer trade for me, but they're already doing that. We don't need that. Can't take their own trade power, can I? I can just take other people's trade power that they have. Ugh. I mean, I guess. Sure. War reps, get out. Or something. I should check votes. We're good. We are good. I just did stuff with the development, or with the spending of monarch points, but I didn't check for military. I'm going to quickly do that, and then I'm going to put another cut in here, because I'm pretty sure we're already over our timing again. I'm just going to put this into Ödenburg, and then that's going to be that, and my timer says, yep, we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please like, subscribe, and of course, talk to me in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.